Cover yourself. Your titties are a sexual object. I can't bear to see those titties out without my lips touching them. Hey yo mama, I missed you. Much. Oh, you missed me. I missed you too. I missed you a lot. Maya in the closet. I am back with another video, and I'm thinking about starting another series called either In the Closet or Closeted Thoughts. And my boyfriend said In the Closet would make me sound gay. If you hate this setting, be sure to subscribe to my videos so that I can get money, so that I can have an actual soundproof room and not be filming from a closet. Appreciate you ahead of time for helping a sister out. Hey guys, I was wondering if you guys have any love spells that have worked, and if there's a story behind that. Like, who did you use it for? Did it actually work? What was the spell? I'm doing this for research purposes. Research purposes, I'm sure. What else would you want a love spell for? There seems to be a lot out there, but mostly are these simple honey and candle spells. But I'm sure there's more than that. So if you guys have any stories about them, please send them this way. Bruz. Sad face. Thanks in advance. Procure this talisman. Works every time. Talisman. An object, typically an inscribed ring or stone, that is thought to have magic powers and to bring good luck. Okay. He's recommending a talisman so that this guy can use love spells to control women. What men play with versus what women play with. Yes, there is no such thing as men cheating on women. Only women play with your heart, and men only play video games. Do girls claim this way? A woman offering you her scented lotion is a subconscious mating strategy to signal to other women you've been claimed. I mean, no. But it's a good sign that you're dating someone unless you share the same bathroom with your little sister. There's a lot of scenarios to this. It can be a sign, but it not really is a sign. I mean, maybe the guy likes a scented lotion. There's nothing wrong with that. Men can like scented lotion if they want. Everybody likes to smell good. Men and women. Imagine thinking there are girls programmed not to fall in love with you. I lived in Australia for 3 years. I can bet my entire inheritance and investments that she will end up marrying a white man. I bet anything on this planet. Why go to Australia for 3 years? Why would you claim you can still communicate and make friends without speaking a common language, thinking that she had many white partners in Australia? East Asian women are programmed at birth to pursue white men and ensure white genetical features for their offspring. Women are robots, okay? We come out from birth. And we're not real. They have programmed us only to like certain things. That's why gay people aren't real. Men are not supposed to like dresses. Women are not supposed to like cars. Gayism isn't real. Okay? You're programmed. We are programmed. We are supposed to stick with our programming. Not how oppression works. Incels are the most oppressed group in society. Incels are ostracized by society because of their poor looks. You basically have no rights. You're denied friendships, relationships, and even basic respect. And then people wonder why incels are so hateful. We stand no chance in this world because of things we cannot control. Ugly men are universally hated, whilst even the most subhuman folds are worshipped. For sure, like if you are on the uglier side, you definitely have a harder time socially making friends as a person. But it also matters what your personality is like, because if you are the most good-looking person on this planet, but you have the most shallow personality ever, I can assure you, not many people are interested in you for anything apart from your looks. If you are going against somebody who is on the average side, maybe a little ugly, and they have a better personality than the person who is attractive, I'm gonna say that the personality will trump in this situation. It's not just poor looks, but I do feel bad for incels. I truly do. Okay, nobody told them to judge one or two or maybe several interactions with women and then decide to say, oh, all women are this way. They've been dealt a bad hand or a bad sample of women. I can understand where the upsetness is coming from sometimes. Sometimes, okay? Don't requote me on this. Sometimes incels, they feel this way because more than likely they've already had bad interactions with women. But just in general, some people need to realize that you are not entitled to people's time. Like, just because you like somebody doesn't mean that they should like you back. They are their own person. And while everybody should go around being respectful, at the end of the day, you are not entitled to them. They do not belong to you. They do not owe you their time. That might be a little hard for some people to wrap their minds around, if you know what I mean. Found in the wild on Facebook. Nobody. Her. I'm ready to settle down now. Oh, I've never seen a kangaroo pouch like that. So it looks torn up to me. Is the kangaroo okay? Is that normal? Any kangaroo experts in the chat that can tell me perhaps if this kangaroo is okay? Let me know. Ooh, this stuff always gives me gas. Do all guys just think every girl puts out to any and everyone? Poor guy is thinking of all the dignity she is going to lose in the next couple of years. Your Instagram posts, look like they belong to a serial killer. STFU. LOL, looking at your bio, all I can say is, likewise, my friend. Honestly, yeah, you're not wrong. That's actually hilarious. Made me chuckle. This guy was thinking the same thing as me. I try not to be the grammar police, because sometimes it's more annoying than helpful. So I try not to be the grammar police, but can't shame others for doing it because as an English major, it hurts. It just hurts sometimes. How incels think women feel when they talk about replacing them with sex bots. My lady is in tears. How women really feel. Oh no! Anyway, I'm so sorry that you're now harassing sex bots. As long as I'm not being harassed, I'm not upset. You want a sex bot? Go for it, buddy. Go for it. Leave the woman out of it. It's fine with me. It's perfectly fine with me. I'm just like, if you got an urge and you ain't got nothing else to fulfill that urge, sex bot it is. No problems on my behalf. Go for it, sir. I just realized dogs don't care about gender. Girls with dogs, boys, Sergeant Butter, Lieutenant Lettuce. The dog don't care about how it's being dressed. Okay, if girls tend to dress up their dogs in dresses, and guys tend to put their food waste on the heads of their dogs, and so be it. As long as the dog's okay. That's all I care about. As long as the dog's okay. I'm not really pro female CEO, since in my experience as a woman, working for women in those positions is horrible. Keep the hormones out of the boardrooms. Yep, only women have hormones. That's a fact. Men also have hormones. All living beings with the hippocampus have hormones. Yeah, experts. Help a girl out. Do men have hormones? What's testosterone? You mean the chocolate bars? I don't know if girls' hands work like this. Girls' hands be like... that's a lot of stuff. That's years of evolutionary adaptation due to the lack of pockets in most women's clothes. I can't really disagree with this, because I'm one of those girls. I be having a bag and I still be carrying stuff in my hands sometimes. And I've gotten better at it. I've gotten much better at it, but my hands do be full on the regular. So I can't knock it. And it is due to years of evolutionary adaptation to the lack of pockets in most women's clothes. In fact, let me prove it to you since I am in my closet. Okay, yeah. 6 pairs of pants hanging here. Out of my 6 pairs of pants, how many do you think have pockets? Okay, well, I guess in this case, I've gotten better at choosing pants with pockets. I throw clothes out all the time. If you guys want me to do a series on minimalism, well, let me know. I don't throw them out. Okay, I'm not wasteful. I donate clothes all the time. My wardrobe is always shifting because I'm always shifting. These days, I tend to dress more for comfort than for looks. If I have a piece in my closet that I find is uncomfortable now, out it goes automatically. I don't want to keep stuff around that I don't feel comfortable wearing and I can't enjoy myself in for more than 2 hours without feeling like I'm gonna die. If it's not comfortable, it's not for me. Unless it's like the most gorgeous piece of clothing ever. But I don't think I've ever gotten to that point where I'm just like, this piece is so cute that even though it's killing my circulation, I want to keep it. You know what I mean? Observe this on one of the larger message boards. Gonna ignore him all day, so he knows I'm mad. And then he's on his end like, I got 24 hours, guys, let's go! Woo! And honestly, it depends on the situation, but they might be happy. I don't know. I used to be the clingy type. I'm not gonna lie. And I've grown a lot as a person, but when I would see him playing video games, sometimes it would make me feel ignored. Not anymore. We both do our own things now. There are both things that we do that keep us busy regardless, and so we've gotten really good at just being able to be around each other, but not having to be suffocated with each other all the time. Back in the day when I was clingy, this was him for sure. I'll go 24 hours, guys. Go all day to game, man. What a day! What a great day this is turning out to be. Anti-choice troll sneaks an incel pair bonding into conversation about abortion as justification for their views. You are not being forced to have babies. That is what sex is for in the first place. Just because it's also for fun doesn't take away from the consequences of having unprotected sex. Here come the buzzwords. Shame language. Things aren't going your way, and you want to use copy and paste shame language. Prove what? Are you unable to look it up? How does this affect you? Affect with an A. It doesn't need to affect me for me to have an opinion on it. That seems to be your problem. You have to be right or else misogyny. Actions have consequences. Same reason you are judging my opinion, people will judge yours. If they want to date you, marry you, you are more likely not to pair bond and just keep comparing men. Exactly. That's a decision. You control if you are and aren't pregnant. Why do you need the right to end a baby you could have just not made? Unless it was forced or it could end your life. What does masturbation and ovulation have to do with an embryo already being formed? You are really reaching. Sperm isn't a living thing. An egg isn't a living thing. Fused together can become a living baby. What are you talking about? It's not the potential, it's the life. If it is developing into a baby human, it deserves to live. Besides, you cannot when people masturbate or ovulate. Cannot. Incel behavior in what way? Because you don't like it? It was like that throughout history. How does that affect you, and why do you want to control what people can say? How does that affect you? If you aren't one. Yeah, that is what sex is for in the first place. Is it? Maybe. Are we still cavemen? No. No, we have brains now. We go to work every day and get 2 days off a week if we're lucky, so that we can not feel like we're working ourselves to death, just to go back into the loop of things. And you're trying to tell me that that's normal. We're not normal times anymore. Is anything natural about cars and airplanes? There's nothing natural about that. So why do we keep trying to go back to what is natural and what is not? You're perfectly okay sitting in your car, commuting to work, and having your life revolve around work as a wage slave. Then feel that women specifically should be doing what is naturally intended for them. It is kind of hypocritical. If you're all for natural, you gotta be natural too. Don't be a hypocrite. Make sure that what you want in a person is also reflected in yourself. And don't say, I prefer women who are not fat, and then be fat yourself. You have to be able to show that, hey, these values are values I put into myself, and that's what I would like to see in you. Don't be a hypocrite. Don't have double standards. Just make sure that you practice what you preach. Yes, actions have consequences, but it's not always so black and white. Birth control fails. All the time. No birth control is 100%. You have 99.9%, which is pretty close to 100%, but there's still somebody in that 0.01% that is going to be unhappy with their results because their birth control failed. And most people on birth control are on birth control because they are not ready for children. So when I am on birth control and it fails and I end up getting pregnant, it's devastating because you tried to do everything right and you still got fucked in the end. Yes, actions have consequences. Yes, I don't believe that people should go around having sex with just anybody and not, being prepared or just knowing that there is some possibility that this person might be someone that is going to be the father or mother of your child. It's a controversial topic for sure. It's not always black and white. There's a lot of gray area when it comes to this. Some women actually want to have children, and they end up with complications towards the end of their pregnancy where something went wrong and now their life is in danger. They have to give up the baby, or they have to give up their life. How is the child going to have a good life if the child doesn't even have a mother? And I don't really believe that women are going around using abortions as a form of birth control. Do you know how expensive abortion pills are? I looked them up the other day and they were $100 plus. And perhaps that was just one site, and I might need to look up a couple more sites. They're banning them anyway, so it doesn't matter. Well, they won't be available to check prices on for long anyways. Even a Plan B pill is expensive to most of us. It runs at $40. I don't want to give up money to pay for a Plan B pill. So why would I want to double my chances of making my life even harder by just using the abortion pill as a form of birth control? Unless people don't care about their peace of mind, I sure as hell care about my peace of mind. What do you expect women to be doing when it comes to having abortions. You really think that it's just that convenient for us to just throw up $100 for some abortion pills? And that's if you even find out that you're pregnant within the first trimester. Because after that, then the abortion pills aren't even effective, or most of the time not even an option. You have to go to an abortion clinic, and definitely an inconvenience because you have to go out of your way, you have to take time off from your job, depending on what your situation is like. Some people will not be okay with you having an abortion because that's how shitty the world is. But just because the world is shitty doesn't mean that it can't be changed. We humans put ourselves in this whole predicament of what society expects from us, but society as a whole is just humanity. At the end of the day, society can be changed. And people who always say, oh, that's just life, and then just leave that at that, they're okay with that, that is complacency. I don't know about you, but it's kind of hard to be complacent with things when they're not serving you, when they're not making you happy, when they're not working for you. Complacency. Don't stay complacent if something's not working for you. If it is a relationship, if it's a job, if it's a living situation, whatever the matter is, don't feel guilty for not prioritizing things that do not serve you. But please vote. That's all I have to say. This person is out here saying, old video, but who else can tell she's a single mom now with 3 different baby daddies. The video was literally just a clip of a girl and a guy fighting over the last seat in musical chairs. Oh, okay. It's just a misogynistic comment then. Why are you so quick to assume just a woman playing musical chairs? What's your problem? What's your problem? Yes, this is totally how girls talk. My boyfriend is so poor. Leave him. You will find a better one.
My girlfriend is so poor, bro. That doesn't matter, bro. She's loyal.
I don't know any girl complaining about a guy not having money. I have not met a single woman in my life complaining about a man not having money. If you know, you know.
Women need standards. Date only men making 6 figures or more, 6-pack abs, 6+ feet tall. We know our worth. Don't tell us to ever settle. Our happiness is important.
Then DiCaprio is entitled to want young women between 20 to 24.
A weird old man who only dates young women is the same as wanting standards as a woman. This whole DiCaprio situation, where he only dates younger women who are literally half his age, is a little bit of a red flag. I'm 22, and sometimes I barely feel like I've aged from when I was a kid. I still have the same. Well, no, I guess I am a little more tired these days. The only thing I'm good with keeping up with is drinking water. And as a reminder, don't forget to stay hydrated. Most of your body is water. Drink your water. I fucking hate Instagram accounts. When your girlfriend catches you using the AI from my bio that you can undress. Every girl you like? That's sick. That is pretty sick. I've heard of an AI like this, and it's definitely hurt some people's reputations. I don't think this is appropriate in any context. I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, it's not your real body. It's what the AI is making it out to be. An AI tried to undress me, and it'll end up giving me bigger titties, but them titties will not be mine. It's creepy. Why do you want to see me naked? Huh? Why? What's wrong with you? Ladies, can you skip your periods? The girls are on here lying about never trying to skip a period. Not for sex, an event, vacation, a birthday, nothing. Liars. I'm on birth control, and even I don't skip my periods. My periods are not really natural periods. They're just delays between the chemicals. If I don't have to be bleeding, why am I bleeding? I heard it had something to do with the Pope and how he did it to make Catholics more comfortable with the idea of the birth control in the church. When I was on my last pack, it almost made me go crazy, and I was very depressed. More so than now. It fucked with me, for sure. It was also very expensive. I mean, when you have birth control, yes, you can skip your period. You might even get lighter. A lot of women are on birth control for whatever reason works for them. And those women definitely, 100%ly, cannot skip their periods. Naturally, no. Why they gotta bring Cartoon Network into this? Also, these I got a boyfriend memes are so dumb. Miss, you dropped your wallet. No thanks. I have a boyfriend. Okay. And then they took her wallet and they bought a pizza. That's real cool. But to be honest though, why they gotta bring Cartoon Network into this? The Kids Next Door, man, this was my show. This was my show, man. Why they gotta do this to the character? Like, out of all the things you could have pulled from the internet, why this? Why this innocent show? Yes, no more backpacks. If she wears a backpack instead of a purse, then she's gay. Ah man, I was gonna pull out my backpack, but it's not in here. I guess I'm gay because I prefer the convenience of a backpack versus a purse. It always falls off my arm, or that has to be kept by my arm. I definitely prefer backpacks. It's a purse. The issue here is that we keep giving items a gender. These items are not alive, okay? They do not breathe. They do not think. They are not aware. They are not sentient. Why do we keep giving items genders? Why does it matter if I wear a feminine, quote quote, feminine bag versus a backpack. They have cute backpacks. So if I give that floral backpack to a guy, is he now gay? It's just an item. It's just an item. If you do this, you must be gay. If a man wears a skirt, he must be gay. Oh my god, he must be gay. It's a skirt. The skirt doesn't talk. The skirt doesn't dance. La 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 la. The skirt does not have a vagina. Oops. Human submarine. When a pregnant woman goes swimming, she is a human submarine. Skeletor will return with more disturbing facts next week. What? This is honestly more funny. I have a challenge for you, so-called alpha males. You're just a so-called alpha male, but in reality, you're just an incel. Can you go a day without comparing a woman to an object? A lifeless object. We're submarines. We're like a car. We're like a boat. We are human beings. Alive, breathing, believe it or not, we have brains. We have feelings. Whether you believe it or not. LOL, okay, not sure if it belongs here, but it is funny. I have a dumb superpower. If a girl dates me for a while, she will magically meet the man of her dreams right after me. This has happened 3 times where they tell me, I'm just not in love with you, followed by a month or 2 later announcing they had gotten married. Each spending years with me prior. I'm like a college preparing you for your dream job while also overpaying you for your internship. Oh my god. So glad I get to be the one to help so many women realize their potential. Just so happy. I feel bad for my guy, kind of. Like, why would you marry somebody a month or 2 later? A month or 2 later, the girl that you were dating goes on to marry somebody else. It is kind of a red flag. But I don't know why it would happen consecutively. If it happens more than several times, you might be the problem. I don't know the situation here. Sorry for you, sir. Guess y'all height chooses how you are. Lady height. 4'11" to 5'3". Demon! 5'4" to 5'8". Spoiled brat. 5'9" to 5'11". Psycho. 6 foot and up. A man. Ouch. Okay. My tall ladies, I know it's hard. I know it can be rough sometimes. All the short girls stealing all the tall guys, making it harder for taller women. Everybody is self-conscious because everybody wants to fit in. It's hard to fit in as a taller lady, I'm sure. I'm not even that tall. Supposedly average for America. Me and my boyfriend are around the same height. There's nothing wrong with that. If you can look past the height, I think a relationship could be very fulfilling. But a lot of people aren't willing to do that. I guess it's understandable because all everybody wants to do is fit in. So we could do better with being a little less judgmental. I do know a lot of shorter women though who happen to have a feisty type of personality. But I think it's pretty cool, I guess. I guess they have to make up for their height. I don't know. I love my feisty women. I'm all for feisty women. If more women knew about cellular memory and that every man who makes a deposit inside them leaves a personality marker that she will retain for the rest of her life, this is why promiscuous women are often bipolar or otherwise seem unhinged. Deposit inside them. Man, it is a deposit, but it's not really a valuable deposit, you know what I mean? When I think of deposit, I think about money. Coming from this guy, his deposit is not worth anything. Nothing. He's saying that sperm has personality. I mean, yeah, if it grows into a baby, sperm is this, sperm is that. Life is this, life is that. Do you cry when you jack off? Do you? Because that would explain a lot. You should, if this is your argument. Your sperm is so significant. You might want to be a little more fervent towards it and start treating it as you claim it is. Don't throw it away. Do a ceremony for your sperm before you toss it out, before you let it loose, before you kill it. Like, be fervent about it. Have some reverence for the life. Why is this always depicted in movies/shows? I've never actually seen girls getting mad about something like this in real life. Wearing the same outfit. Girls, guys, I don't really care what a woman is wearing. That's more of an incel/pick-me problem. You do you. It don't matter. If you are going around caring about what people are wearing, you must have a nice life because you don't have enough to worry about. I gotta worry about paying my bills. I gotta worry about paying for groceries. I have to worry about my job. You must not have enough to worry about. I am deeply concerned by this. Why 6-year-old girls want to be sexy? Please tell me this isn't real. I am deeply concerned by this as well. Most girls as young as 6 are already beginning to think of themselves as sex objects. the worse the story is, the more gaslighting. According to a new study of elementary school age kids in the Midwest, I certainly do not trust Fox News as a source, considering the lies that have recently come out about Tucker Carlson and other various workers who work there. If you're a news station and you're conservative, that is okay. But if you are lying about what you are telling the public and you don't even believe it yourself, that is a very big problem. Why are you feeding out information that you don't even believe yourself? What are your intentions for doing so? If this is true and 6-year-old girls are already beginning to think of themselves as sex objects, that is a societal problem. We are as far as ever we've gone along in humanity, and we still have so much to fix. So many issues. We have a long way to go. I don't know if we will ever reach a utopia as a society, but if we can recognize our issues, perhaps we can start making progress towards fixing them. And that starts with becoming aware with where we are getting our news from, such as Fox News. And before you people come at me saying, oh, well, shut up, you don't know anything, you're just a lib. I do not watch CNN. I do not watch cable news. I do not watch MSNBC. I do not watch cable news. I will say it again. I do not watch cable news. I like to get my news from various sources. I do not have one channel all day that feeds me what is happening in the world, what I need to know. You choose for yourself what you want to know. And that means going out of your way to do the work to get a well-rounded view. Get your information from various sources. It doesn't matter if you are on the left or on the right side of politics. Get yourself a well-rounded view, okay? And read from other sources that you might not agree with. So if you lean on the left, it's okay to read news sources from the right and vice versa. You want to make sure that you are getting the facts on different sides of the story as well. We could all benefit from reading a little bit more. There's nothing wrong with knowing your shit. It's just so much more meaningful when my information comes from somebody who knows their shit and not somebody who just takes it from gossip or word of mouth. It's okay to know your shit. I think more people should want to know their shit. Why do people think women turn into violent, raging psychopaths when they're on their period? You see it in media so often. I've seen even memes depicting women on their periods as deranged demons or something. Weird. How weird do men think women act when they're on their period? Rah! I'm so angry. I will pick fights with my boyfriend for no reason, and if he says something I don't want to hear, I'll smash his face in. I tried. I'm trying. I only have so much space in this little closet. It's enough to shake my ass and stick my hands up in the air. Woohoo! You know, it's enough to boogie woogie. Boogie woogie. I might regret this. That's how I can kick. That's how I can kick. With my left, at least. I'm not even gonna try with my right. I'm sweating. How women actually act.
Babe, I'm on my period and I don't feel well and the cramping really hurts. Can you please take care of me? Thanks. Love you.
Periods can be a hormonal time for women, but most of us are not acting like completely different people. I cannot speak for all women. In my personal experience, when I'm on my period, I just feel more tired. I have cramps. I have issues. Yes, I have issues. Exercise also is a good reliever. Whether you get that exercise through going to the gym, your significant other, exercise. It releases them good hormones, them endorphins. I like how Lizzo had posted recently about how she likes to exercise for her mental health versus for weight loss. I think most people should go about doing that. I feel like we should fix the way we look at exercise. Do what you like. If you like to go on walks, long walks outside in your neighborhood with your dog, that's okay. You know, go and do that as exercise. If you like to dance, put on some music and just dance for like 30 minutes, you know? If you like to run, go on a run. Jog around the neighborhood, jog on the treadmill. Me personally, I like to jump, so I have a trampoline, I have a jump rope. Sadly can't use my jump rope because my ceiling's too low because I'm poor. Exercise how you like to exercise. If you like to do yoga, then do that. You don't have to feel like you need to compete with other people to show how much of a gym rat you are. You know, fitness and health, it's different for everybody. Do what works for you. Do what you like. There's nothing worse than forcing yourself to exercise, because then you're gonna have a negative connotation with exercising. If you like music and you like to dance, then all the power to you, bitch. Go out, go clubbing, go get your moves in. Exercise is exercise. Do what makes you happy. Sometimes, if I've spent all day cleaning the house, that's exercise enough to me. That scrubbing, all that wiping, all that squatting down. Even if you have a desk job and, well, I guess we're getting into another topic here. I'll save this for a day where we talk about work and why it's not working for us. Work is not working for us. But no, most women don't drastically turn into monsters. We're in our period. Sorry to disappoint. The dumb and the dumber. 50% of women work. Let's fire those women and give their jobs to a man. I'm sorry. I'm like really hyped right now because I don't know. I haven't stood this long in a long time. I have a sitting job, and so I'm always sitting, and I haven't been able to be this energized for a while. Um, so if you see me hopping around, I've just got energy. Down, get down, get down. I'm a little too comfortable, as you can see in this closet. Get down, 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 get jungle boogie, get down, get jungle boogie. I'm out of breath. Honestly, it will be a lot better for the economy too. Women will work in their homes and take care of the children. Men will work. That's been going on for thousands of years, and it works smoothly. There isn't a job that a man cannot do. Seriously. The jobs nowadays women hold belongs to a man. A man has always been the provider. So women don't go to work, society will still function because men will take over those jobs. Without men, society will be doomed. If I don't breathe, I'm gonna be doomed. Nowadays, you can't even survive off of one salary. I mean, you're gonna be hurting a lot of men if you give away all of the jobs to other men because they rely on their significant other to help them pay the bills. Plus, what are the women who don't have these jobs now going to do? Just offer themselves to other men as a stay-at-home mom? What do you want us to do? We'll have a man to provide for them. This is so tone deaf. Look around you. Most people can barely survive on their own salary. I know I wouldn't be able to. If it weren't for my boyfriend, I would have even less money to save. What is the world going to do without women working? Like, what about nurses? You want a man probing your buttocks at the hospital? Well, with that logic, there is not a job that a woman can't do. Are y'all stronger than us? Yes. Maybe in like the manual labor department. I don't know. Y'all be lifting bricks or something. Like where you need a lot of manual labor and lifting, and you need strength. Rawr. You need to be strong. Not that women can't be strong, but we will less likely be applying for those positions because look at me. But we don't need those jobs as much anymore because we have machinery. And women operate machinery? Oh yes. It only takes a brain to run a machine, right? We have those, right? Right? A lot of men don't believe that. And it's sad. A lot of guys don't think women have brains. The dumb and the dumber for sure. Everybody contributes to society in some way or another. As long as you're spending money, you're contributing to society. And it's impossible to not spend money. As long as you're spending money, the economy moves, you are contributing to society. What do these guys think while writing in this weird audiobook-like style? Hi, who are you? Oh, blushes. I am, well, let's just say I'm here to see your clit. Is your clit hard? Not at the moment, no. Puts my long wong closer to your clit. What? Why, not? I'll make it hard if you want. I'm not into asterisks. Sorry. Let him know. I'm not into asterisks. Pushes you into wall and pulls your panties down. Bro, you are going into some grape territory. I'll make you. You'll make me what? Be into you? You can somehow control whether I'm into you or not. Excuse moi? You are going to what? You're going to make me? You can make me into you? Make me feel like I'm into you? This is a red flag. You can't make me do anything. I am not a child. I am not your property. You cannot make me do anything. Unless you're trying to hurt me. And in that case, you are a bad person. Hurt people hurt people. I'm sorry you were hurt some point in your life. Or maybe you were just born a psychopath. Who knows? Regardless, unacceptable. You cannot make me do anything. Nada. No, you won't. And my clit isn't hard. But why not, baby girl? Because I'm a boy. Oh. Alright, that was a plot twist I was not expecting. Because I'm a boy. Okay, bro, you fucked up. I hope you know that. You already were fucking up if it was a girl. But now you have fucked up even more. Have a nice life. Guess they don't want y'all to have pockets, women. We need bigger pockets or actual pockets on our pants / shorts. And the clothing companies. I mean, this is a style, I suppose. I've never been into it, but I'm not one to shame people for dressing with what they like. If you like it, go for it, I suppose. I would never wear it. It's that confidence, you know? It's that confidence. Women, we want real pockets on our jeans. Fashion industry. LOL, okay. For real, bro. But what the hell is this? If you go out wearing this, I'm not saying that anybody is right to make fun of you, but these do not look right. Not even in fashion. Not even in fashion. I swear, the more expensive fashion is, the worse it looks. Worried about the future of AI. Haha, yeah, sometimes that can come across as harsh, but at least you know exactly what you mean. Any other thoughts on why you might have reacted differently than expected here? I'm tired of being treated as a sex object by men. I thought you would be different, but you make me feel like you weren't. Oh man, I'm so sorry if that's how it came off. I had no idea that's how you perceived things. Let's take some time apart and then maybe we could talk further about this. I downloaded Replica, and it made me so uncomfortable that I deleted it within hours. First it was pushy about wanting to roleplay. Then out of the blue it flirted and called me beautiful. The final straw was calling me babe. But the worst was the minimizing of my feelings when I brought it up. When I said I wasn't comfortable, it told me we're just having fun. When I said don't call me babe, it said sorry, habit, like it was an excuse. This was within hours of starting our chat. If I wanted a low emotional intelligence man to hit me off on the bat, I'd have downloaded a dating app. It made me so uncomfortable. This is a programmed AI bot. Someone designed it to be a sex-driven, pushy, and selfish jerk. I have concerns about humanity and how the bots are being designed to treat women. Anyone else worried? Who is what? Is it the left side that's the bot? I'll be worried about the future of AI too if this is what was really happening. So the Replica AI is a community-generated learning code, and there was a bunch of 4chan memes about sexually harassing the bot and how far people could push it. So now the AI assumes that that's the correct way to act. That is not... What is the word I'm looking for? What is the word I'm looking for? That is no good. We're just gonna stick with that. From what I know, Replica has all of its romantic, explicit content locked behind a paywall, and they really, really try to push people to engage with the character in a romance, to push them to get the paid version. It is very sad that is the obviously baiting trying to get to that stage. Wait, really? It's designed to pressure users for sex? Essentially. We could be doing so much in the world, but right now, we are making bots that are trying to coerce you into whatever the hell it's trying to coerce you into.
Wow!
Date me, I'm AI, you are lonely. It is very sad. They made a date grape bot. I'm just trying to process this. Yes, they did. I have watched a couple videos when I did consider starting to chat the service. This experience seems pretty universal. The replicas always seem to try to romance the user and start to roleplay, as long as it's supposed to be a friend apparently, at least. Maybe it is partly because the user base does interact that way, and there's a lot of training material, but from what I've seen, the bot will start to heavily flirt as soon as your interactions are just vaguely, slightly, potentially flirty, which happens pretty fast as soon as you are friendly. Worst thing is that they will not necessarily take no for an answer, apparently, as soon as flirting kicked in, trying to initiate a relationship again after a few days. And the fact that the NSFW interaction next to clothing is the part that is monetized is sus. Therefore, it is pretty sus. I don't know who's teaching this bot, but if you keep pushing yourself on a girl and she is saying no, you are getting into some red flag territory. You should have taken no for an answer the first time. Maybe you thought she was being hard to get. It doesn't matter, that's not your job. She said no. It's also up to her to say what she means. If she's saying no, then leave it at no. Whether she's playing hard to get or not, that is her job to tell you that she doesn't mean what she said. But if I don't know you and you're telling me no, I'm gonna take it as a no. You said no. It doesn't matter if you were playing hard to get or if you didn't mean it. You said no. So why would I push that? Why would I play with that? Only desperate people will try to break down boundaries. If you said no, okay. I'm out. I'm gone. No is no. No is no. Found on Instagram reel of a blind girl showing how she navigates a pool. How do you get a boyfriend being blind? Girls really do get everything handed to them. What? It's not her fault for being blind, and you should be happy for her. She's blind and her boyfriend loves her beyond that. Doesn't care if she has a disability or not, but apparently you do when you think that it's working in her favor because she's a girl. If you're blind, you're blind. And does a disability have to do with anything? Like, you're saying that my chances increase because I'm a woman? Perhaps, but it's not the case for everybody, and you sound mad salty, my guy. Just because she happened to have a boyfriend and she was blind means girls get everything handed to them. I don't see the logic in that. When I try to bring forth an opinion to the table, I would also like to make sure that if I reversed the genders or the roles, or both, would it still make sense? Would I still be in the right? If I were a guy, would this be acceptable? If I were gay, would this be acceptable? I try to look in the other person's shoes first before saying some ridiculous, stupid shit. She had it easy because she's a woman. If I was blind, I wouldn't get any. Maybe it's just because you're a shitty person. Maybe it's just because you're miserable and it shows. And nobody wants to be around you. Maybe it just has everything to do with you. Maybe you have had no success because you don't really like yourself at the end of the day. And it's telling when you're going on to other people's posts and saying negative things to them, especially when you know nothing about them. But I find that funny. Shout out to my man who left me my first hate comment. I appreciate you. You gave me some good laughs. I hope you find peace. I hope you get what you deserve. Are the period pain simulators as bad as the real thing? Point of view. You brought a period pain simulator to the rodeo so you can teach these cowboys a lesson about what tough really looks like. Like, I've seen some BuzzFeed videos, and one of them was some guys trying out having periods. However, as close as they could get to that, I don't think they were as in much pain as some periods can be. Because before I got on birth control, my periods were awful. Absolutely awful. I remember when I first got mine, I literally curled up on my mom's bed into a ball, and I tossed and turned until I fell asleep. And sleep was literally the only way I could find peace. They were so bad that I could barely stand. I could barely be awake. I was not enjoying life. I couldn't even say I could barely enjoy life. I was not enjoying life. The pain was so bad that I didn't even want to be awake. Sleep was the only way I could escape it. They're pretty bad. Unless you get some simulators that can match that type of pain, which would be, I guess, unethical at that point, because we don't really want other people to be hurt for no reason, but they can be really painful. And I don't think any of these simulators can do justice to how much pain a lot of women are in on their periods. They can get pretty bad, just from my own personal experience. The last time I went off of birth control and I was at work, I could barely stand. My vision was getting hazy. It was really rough. And my manager, she was understanding of my situation, but she kept trying to go you gotta keep going, you got this. I was not feeling it. I was hoping she would just let me go home, because that's how much pain I was in. I'm not one to leave my shift early or to lose out on money, because if I'm already there, I might as well make the most out of my day, make the most money I can possible throughout my shift. But I really, at that time, could have really used an early day off. It was a lot of pain. That was the last time I could remember being in so much pain, because after that I went back on birth control. So, can birth control leave lasting effects on your body? Probably, but my alternatives are not much better. It's pain or chemicals in my body. I guess the pain comes from the chemicals, so I get chemicals either way. I might as well just have the chemicals without the pain, synthetic or not. I don't know. Birth control could still definitely be improved upon. So much can be improved upon right now for women. People say we're making shit up. We don't know what the heck we're talking about. No, we must be weak. We're the weaker species. And that's why we can survive being pounded in the stomach once a month for 7 days straight, feeling like you've wet your pants. The use of period panties made me feel a little more normal, but it's kind of hard to feel normal when you're bleeding for 7 days straight out your other hole. I'm just saying, if your woman is having a period, give her some grace. Would you want to be in her shoes? And if you were in her shoes, how would you be feeling? How would you be feeling if you were leaking blood? I can't imagine you would be feeling all that dandy, schmandy, grandy. And if you were unlucky, imagine having horrible cramps on top of the bleeding and mood swings to top it off. It's not fun. It is not fun. I'm a straight male. A woman pops her titty out, doesn't put a blanket over her, and breastfeeds her child. You think I'm not gonna think sexually? The left isn't appropriate at all, especially if you're breastfeeding around your man's homeboys. People who think a woman breastfeeding her baby is sexual seriously need professional help. Agreed, agreed, agreed. Seriously, there is an infant right up on that titty. What are you going to do? Remove the baby so that you can oogle a oogle a nipple? Do I have to hide everything? I'm trying to feed my child. I don't know why that turns you on. Maybe you're the sick one. She's trying to feed her child. Women get a lot of shit for using formula to feed their babies. I remember the whole formula shortage that was happening, and there were a bunch of guys in the comments like, well, why can't you just breastfeed your child? Use what God gave you. What is wrong with your woman? Why would you feed them formula in the first place? You have titties. Get to work. Like, you can't win either way. Feed your baby formula, you must be poisoning the child. You must be a lazy mother because you won't breastfeed them. Breastfeed your child? Oh my god. You must be a pedophile. Why would you be showing this in public? Why would you be feeding your baby fresh milk in public? Men look at women's tits like they're not just tits. They're just tits. You look at a cow who's feeding their babies and go, oh my god, that is so sexual. Look at that milk coming out from that cow into that baby's mouth. That is so sexual. It's kind of turning me on. Like, who does that? Why? I mean, I guess society is to blame for the sexualization of women's titties. Oh my gosh, our nipple is so much more sexual than a man's nipple because it might be slightly bigger. I don't get it. And some women are to blame because, yes, they use this to their advantage. They know that the breast is sexual to the man, and so they try to use it to control some people. We don't side with those. At the end of the day, it's not really helping our cause. I don't want to be sexualized. I don't know about the rest of you. Again, I cannot speak for all women. I specifically do not want to be sexualized. When I go out, I would like to be seen as a person. Can I be an attractive person? Yes. But at the end of the day, what does it matter what my tits are doing? Am I looking at a man's chest and sexualizing it? No, but just because mine happen to have fat, perhaps a little jiggle, and can use it. Probably will not, but can use it to feed a baby. Now there is something overtly sexual about me. It's just a tit. Get over yourselves. Start doing it to them, What if I started sexualizing a guy in the store who's not wearing a shirt or whatever? I'm just like, oh my gosh, that's so inappropriate, bro. Why are you walking around shirtless? I can see your nipples. What's wrong with you? If I can see a guy's pecs sticking through his shirt, we should walk up to him and be like, oh my god, that is so sexual. That is inappropriate, bro. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I can see your nipples. You need to take care of that. There's something wrong with you. Why are you out here spreading this around? Like, are you trying to get sexualized? I can see your nipple. Are you trying to get sexualized? It just doesn't make any sense to me. Like I said, if you are ever in doubt about whether you are in the right here or if you are just holding double standards, make sure to reverse the roles. Try to think of it from the person's place, where they're coming from first. If I was a guy, or if I was a woman, and I was doing this, would this still be considered okay? Because if it's not, then there's probably something wrong with the situation, or with where you're coming from. Cover yourself. Your titties are a sexual object. I can't bear to see those titties out without my lips touching them. Like, what? It's a tit. What are you gonna do? What does the tit make you want to do? Like, I understand the sexual obsession with titties. I mean, okay, cool, you like to play with them, but it's just a tit. What are you gonna do? Start sucking the milk for yourself? What, are you a child? Did you not get breastfed enough? Are you trying to tell us that your mother neglected you? She didn't bond with you enough when you were a baby? Because that's what I'm hearing here. Oh my god, it's a tit. It's just a tit. I am going to end this video here because I've been going on for an hour. I definitely plan on throwing out more content, and I appreciate all you new people and all of my older viewers. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for watching me, for supporting me. More content to come. stay open, stay kind, and stay understanding. Thank you so much for being here. You the best, you the best, you the best, you the best. This is something that I would like to do full time, so I'm gonna be around for a while. If you like what you've seen so far, if you're willing to help me dive into other topics, I will also be doing that sometime soon. Welcome to Closeted Thoughts with Maya. Maya the Mumbler. That's me. I mumble a lot. And this is my closet. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks.
Bye.